Many minds and hands had a role in creating this new addition.
Pouring the concrete back in here.
Some with a tender, lasting connection.
Dodge Street runs out here, so this is where all the curved area would be.
Like steel draftsman Chris Olson.
One of the bigger jobs that we have.
He lives in Shenandoah, Iowa with his wife Holly and their second baby, Morgan.
You do patty cake? Patty cake? Patty cake?
It's just one of those things that you kind of put your whole heart into.
Chris works for Drake Williams Steel in Omaha.
And where the existing building is over here.
He was part of the planning before the building started to take shape.
Elevators over on this side of the building. I helped do the actual drawings of the steel. I worked with an engineering firm and everything, and actually put everything into a 3D model and actually kind of started pulling out piece by piece to help the shop be able to build it, which then helped the field, helped to erect it.
At the same time, Chris and Holly Olson's first daughter, Brooklyn, became ill.
I had noticed a couple days that she was sleeping a lot and getting sick.
Area doctors knew it was serious.
Why did this happen to her? Why did it happen to us? How do we make it better?
Brooklyn was rushed to Children's Hospital and Medical Center.
Dr. Thompson came in and finally told us that through blood work they found that she had ALL.
Acute leukemia. They would treat it aggressively for more than a year.
She's always smiling. No matter what kind of treatment or anything, she always wanted to smile.
At age 2, her little smiles faded.
Her laughing. She could count to 12 all by herself.
They also remember the constant care and comfort from nurses as Holly stayed with Brooklyn in the hospital for weeks on end.
Because we were there all the time, and it's just like they were family too.
They were partners in Brooklyn's care.
They just tried to comfort you to make sure you knew what was going on, what kind of treatment they were going to have to try and start doing.
The staff at Children's was a lifeline for her mother.
I went after maybe 2 months after Brooklyn passed away, and everybody's just like, oh, Brookie, they called her Brookie, and we miss seeing her and hearing her running in the halls, and it's very comforting to know that they still think about her and will always remember her.
Memories of their first child are a part of the Olsons.
This one is Brooklyn playing in the house at the outpatient clinic at Children's.
Pictures and poems have a special place here.
It's just a good way to remember her in the good times. Pretties. Look at pretties.
Baby Morgan is growing and thriving.
Who is that pretty baby? Who is that?
And the couple knows a lasting tribute to their little angel is close by.
Anytime you drive by, it just makes me remember Brooklyn, and it's always nice to know that I helped with that building.
Today we're installing our sculpture Imagine. Isn't that cool how they just kind of fly through the air? We have 10 people working here, and she's like flying. We're working on our first piece. We're installing the first one. Holes are drilled. I don't want to pinch those wires. They're pulling the wires, and now we're going to grout it.
All right.
And cement it in. Let's try just a little bit this way.
Now, after 18 months of planning and manufacturing, the artwork is home.
Push her leg that way. No, the other way. Oops.
The 5 bronze children take up permanent residence at the corner of 84th and Dodge in Omaha. One of the most prominent and visible sites in the city.
It really says that we are children. Children are what we do each and every day. They're not just something that we do as part of what we do, but it is our total focus.
That's our last little girl. I was working with some of the building colors, and I wanted to pull that kind of teal green into the piece, then also the cinnamon color. So I wanted this to really work with the building and coordinate with it as best as possible. Yeah, I think it's perfect.
And this glassed-in corner stairwell is transformed into a vertical art gallery. Here, workers weld and buff that 7,000-pound spire. which carries the artwork up through the stairwell, eventually holding 19 illuminated umbrellas.
We put them on with the frame only, dry fit them, see if I like the position, take them off, thread the wires through, put the shell on, and then install the piece for a final fit.
Through this glass, thousands of LED lights will constantly change the color and mood of the piece, glowing outside the medical center.
I think it's going great, and it's looking better than I thought it would.
Early on in the building process, engineers from HDR decided this staircase should be glass rather than brick. Brian Nielsen and Bob Holm had the vision to turn this stairwell into a showplace.
What I try to do is look at both art and architecture as one and totally encompassing piece. What we do is, as architects, is dream and design. We take the influences of the client, the users, the forms and functions that they need within the facility, and we try and design a building that is pleasant to the eye as well as the users and the inside space as well.
We've been struggling a little bit. Probably the big issues are with all the threads. Each one of these umbrellas has got a lot of components that bolt together. They jam up on us every now and then, and it's testing us.
As those sculptures start to rise 7 stories high,
Hi, America!
we meet a boy who's endured 7 surgeries.
This is my monkey. He likes to jump a lot.
It's his wit and energy you'll remember, though. This animated 9-year-old spent months on life support and years hooked up to oxygen just to stay alive.
I had to go to Children's Hospital so they could fix my heart because it just broke.
Seth Guffey had a rough start at life.
When he was 7 hours old, that's when he had his first surgery, and they removed the lower left lobe of his lung.
Giant cysts in his lungs were crowding his heart.
There's a lot of memories, good and not so good. In fact, this one picture here, that was, you remember? Yeah, that was our Christmas present. It was December 25th, year 2000. As a Christmas present, my wife got to hold Seth for the first time. I still remember he was on the ventilator and all the IV tubes and PICC tubes, he was just hooked up to everything, but I was too scared to hold him. I was all the tubes and noise, and I let her do it. She had no problems.
But now he can hold me whenever he wants.
Yes. And I don't drop you that much either.
It wasn't until the Guffey family moved to the Omaha area months later that they got the diagnosis and treatment Seth needed.
They saved him. They diagnosed the problem within the first week we were here.
Pulmonary hypertension, high blood pressure in the lungs was making Seth weak and out of breath.
Yeah, I can't really get it far up.
With heart surgery and daily medication,
As you see, I already have my pill in here.
Seth is off oxygen.
This is lightning speed.
And even better, he's playing like other kids.
It's amazing. Emotionally, it tears at your heart, to see that, hey, he's just like the neighborhood kids. He's keeping up with them.
And catching up on all the kid stuff he's missed. But he still needs frequent visits to his cardiologist.
So is this between the two hospitals now? Or
During this checkup,
Let's do this finger. You gotta write down your heart rate. All right, you go at your own pace, okay?
they're testing his endurance.
We're about 2 minutes in, so we gotta do about 4 more minutes. How you doing, okay?
Good.
You're not getting tired yet?
Nope,
No? All right.
A 6-minute workout he completes like a champ.
we're done.
Short of breath? No?
Next, doctors get a peek at his heart
Right up underneath that chinny chin chin, remember?
with an echocardiogram.
There you go. Good job. I'm getting a really good picture.
Like every child patient here, Seth is a celebrity.
They always say, hey, you're the mayor of cardiology.
Go. All right, step away. You are 4 feet 1.5 inches.
In clinics like this one, the art of healing means a hands-on approach.
It's a pretty awesome place.
Coordinating his medical care. Reassuring his parents.
You been running around?
Yeah.
You did good on your 6-minute walk test.
Thanks.
And taking time to share a laugh or two.
Why did the sailors' children fail their alphabet?
I don't know.
Their ABCs? Why do they fail?
I don't know.
Because they get lost at sea.
Oh, wow.
It's medicine as an art form in a place that captures the essence of what it's like to be a child.
Just seeing something that inviting as you come into the hospital, the colors, the particular design itself will reassure you that this is a place of caring, a place of healing, and a place to welcome children.
Look at that, don't they look good?
As night falls on this 18-month project,
Oh, I love those colors.
Imagine takes on a new life,
That's pretty.
and it's seen in a new light.
The right there looks great.
It's time to program the 3,500 LED lights.
When you go to the red color, you know, on the spire, if you make that a little more of an orange.
The artist continues his work from across the street.
That's neat.
As a lighting engineer programs the patterns and colors
There's a yellow in there.
inside the hospital.
Endless combinations. Especially with the staircase, we can come up with we could sit here all night.
In fact, there are 16 million possible color and pattern combinations. They'll change with the seasons and mood of the moment. Light patterns as varied as the young patients who come here for treatment.
Hello, world.
And the man who imagined it.
A sense of relief that it actually is, everything's working, but this is really the fun part when we get to play with the color and the excitement. That looks fabulous.
It makes the hospital a place that might not be a scary place now, but it's a place that has that wonderful sense of nurturing and caring.
A project that embodies the spirit of those who heal.
I have the best job in the world. Absolutely.
The art of medicine and art, companions in healing, symbolized in a piece called Imagine.